So the UK media continues to do a deep dive into Harry and Meghan's life while ignoring their own and that of the people of the United Kingdom. And so their latest is a deep dive / attack on the person who the owner, I think, or the pilot or whatever he is, of the airline who, took Harry and Meghan around Nigeria, Abuja to Lagos, things like that. This guy apparently has some kind of association with the airline. And in one of their latest articles, they assert that this guy is in some kind of legal trouble with the US government for fraud or money laundering and things like that. And they also attacked one of the kings who gave Meghan the princess title. And while they don't say that he's a fugitive from the law, they suggest, claim, assert, choose your verb, that he has had trouble with the US government as well. So there's that. What I'm curious about though is when will they first of all get off the Nigeria trip? That's history, it's over. Harry and Meghan are already on to their next big thing, okay, their next trip, their next project, etc. But also, I'm sorry for all the noise, there's so much noise, it's like, oh my gosh. Also, I'm just like, people in England can't get their medicines. Diabetics don't have basic diabetic medication. There's not enough. There's a shortage. And they can't afford their medications for whatever reason, according to a recent report. It seems like it's more a question that there's a shortage than they can't afford it. That's pretty serious because diabetes is such a pervasive illness in probably every country at this point. And when you can't get your basic diabetic medication, this is something that I think the media should be talking about relentlessly. And it's not just the diabetes medication, by the way. It's other medications like for epilepsy and other illnesses. People are having a hard time getting their medications from their pharmacies, right? And what the reason is for that, again, I don't know. I heard this on a report on WION, W-I-O-N, Gravitas, whatever. And I just think, oh my goodness, I mean, why isn't this getting a lot more airplay? Why are they not doing a documentary? Why aren't they doing a deep dive on this? This is about people's lives. They keep trying to dig up dirt about Meghan and Harry. And I don't know where they're getting their dirt and whether their dirt is true. Usually their dirt has some semblance of truth, but quite a bit of falsity to it. So it's like a dangerous, toxic mixture. You don't know which is true, which is false. Typically, I find with the Daily Mail. So this thing with these African billionaires and, the people who helped out Harry and Meghan, I mean, there probably is some semblance of truth mixed up in lies. Maybe one of them is a billionaire, one is a king, and that could be the only truth. Or it could also be true that there was some kind of legal issue that was resolved in favor of the accused, different things like that that they don't mention. So this is a lie in the end, because when you take truth and you poison it with lies, what you have left is a lie. So I'm sure at this point, well, I should say at this point, I am sure that whatever the facts are, the Daily Mail is lying. But, you know, that said, why are they not focused at all on the issues that impact the British people, especially basic things like diabetes medication, you know? And for the life of me, I guess I never will know. But, you know, I think I do now. I think if they were to do that and talk about the shortage of diabetes medications and the failures of the state, really, to adequately provide for the health and well-being of its population, I don't think even the population cares. You know, people are not going to buy, they're not going to read it, because most people don't care about truthful information or information from which they can learn or things like that. They really prefer salacious information. They prefer prurient information. They prefer noise. They prefer even lies than truth. I mean, it's the negative frequencies on the earth that I think are ultimately more powerful. So yeah, I think hate is more powerful than love. That's a pessimistic way of looking at it. Most people would say love is more powerful than hate. I guess in some ways, but hate is very powerful, make no mistake. Hate can kill, as can love, by the way. You know, you can love somebody so much that, you know, you kill them. Then you have to wonder, was that really love? I mean, I don't know. But listen, I'm going to stop here for this particular video. I'm on my walk, you know, and I want to sort of be present and focused and take in some of my surroundings. Okay, I'm heading towards the Champs-Elysees. Maybe I'll extend this video when I get there, maybe not. But for now, see ya. Alright, so I'm on the Champs-Elysees and I'm like, oh, what do I want to add to this video? Well, I mean, I think there was an article recently. I don't know whether it is, whether it was the Financial Times or one of those, Fortune, something. But they were talking about, you know, the sad state of affairs, you know, for business in England and Britain and stuff like that. And so, you know, I think the OECD, what does that even stand for? The Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, I think, maybe something like that. But it's an international body, you know, that deals with economic topics, and they basically have been sounding the alarm that the UK, Britain, the British economy is not doing very well. It's stagnating as compared to other European countries, especially since Brexit, you know. And you know, whether Brexit was a good idea or bad idea, I don't know. You know, I'm not British, thank God, I don't have to know. But it doesn't seem that it has worked out as well as people thought it would have. And, you know, it also seems like they're saying that they eventually may need to, not in the Financial Times, but other media, the British may need to start opening up its immigration again to, you know, find workers, skilled workers for certain industries and stuff. So they have a lot of issues that I think they need to be worried about, not the least of which is their economy. And for the life of me, I don't understand, why do they continue to obsess about Meghan and Harry to the extent that they do. Again, I think it's because they are convinced that this is what people want to hear, and they're probably right. You know, they've been in the business of news and gossip and data for a long time, and they know what people will want to read, what people want to buy, what people want to hear, and what they don't, you know, and that's what they're selling. They're selling what people want to hear. So if people are not interested in their own economy, if they're not interested in the state of their country's medical and pharmaceutical situation, then why waste time, I guess, telling them about it? But there's another argument, another way to look at it, is that if you really inform people well, and if you make them understand why it's important, right, why certain things are important, you know, they will come around and they will value the information. I do think the press has so much power to shape a society that's why it's a constitutional right to have a free press, because the press is so very important. But when they abuse their status, position, and situation, or misuse it, they abuse it or misuse it, I think there goes a society. And I do think that British society, by and large, it's not getting better and better every day. On the contrary, it seems that it's just becoming a degenerate kind of a regime. You know, it's just, the best thing about it is the monarchy. And when you consider what the monarchy is and what they're doing and what they stand for, and that's the best that you have, you know that you're in a whole lot of trouble. Anyway, I think that's all for this one. I'm going to cross all the way over the Champs-Élysées to Concorde. It's a really nice walk, you know, it's a good hour. And yeah, so see you in the next one. Take care, bye. And if you're not subscribed, I mean, hey, what's up with that? Subscribe right now, right? Take care, bye.